Okay, so here we are, part three. No, this is part two. I'm sorry. I apologize. Part two. And I'm talking about the $1 trillion that the government passed, the Senate passed, to help stimulate the economy. And I ask the question, will it help change the direction of the market? Will it help change the direction of the financial markets, the trading markets, the stock market, indices, cryptocurrencies, commodities, Forex? Will it help? Also, will it help stimulate the overall general economy, which really that's based on this, okay? That's based on the unemployment, okay? The unemployment report. Will there be a great number of people losing their jobs within the next coming months because the private sector, the businesses are shut down? There's no businesses, there's no business, there's no money being generated. You can't pay the employees. Okay? Can't pay the employees. You have to let them go. They don't have a job. Okay? Almost half of the population here in the United States are already depending on the government for assistance. They're already looking for the government to help them. Okay? When this situation started, that right there, they shut the door on that. They're rationing that out now too, for those who are on government assistance. And the other half barely living paycheck to paycheck. And they just need one small situation to knock them off balance. And this is not a small situation that's knocking that other portion off balance. This is a big situation. This isn't not isolated to a national situation. This is a global situation. This is big. All right? We're not talking about getting hurt and anyhow. So this is a big situation that is knocking the majority of those people off course. And it will more than likely create a snowball effect of the unemployment rate rising. Rising. Okay? So the stock market took a nice reception to that whole Senate passing the bill. But what's interesting is all of the indices took a nice reception to that. I'm also going to talk about the outlook of certain currencies. That is the gauge of the government's condition. All right, how are the governments faring throughout all this? Long term, it really is what I'm concerned with, to be honest with you. That's the whole point of this conversation. I'm not really concerned about current market movement when it comes to the condition of the economy or the condition of the governments, because current market movement is temporary. It's how the long term, how the market values or evaluates long term these assets or these governments. Because when we talk about Forex, we're talking about how the market evaluates the government, and in other words, that you can interpret that as how much faith the people have in their government. Long term. Okay. Now the short term may affect the long term, but you got to see a long consistency with that. And we're only 3.5 days in. So on the 23rd, if I go to the market MAS score, you'll be able to see in the MAS score, which let me do that right now for you. Let's go to the MAS score so you can see visually what I'm talking about. And this is the report that you'll get access to if you're a paid member, okay? If you join our network. It's called the Market Alignment Score. Now, the Market Alignment Score is a very powerful tool. Helps you see a lot. But here's the Market Alignment Score. It's not complete, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'll have that 26th and 27th in there complete, by the way. And I'll have that in there for you guys that are waiting for the signals. Don't worry about that. But you see how from the beginning of the month, we had 20 days of green, guys. But during those 20 days, the whole world was going crazy. We were just, wow, my goodness, the amount of profit we were making. I've gotten flagged on some of these, I've gotten penalized on some of these third-party companies because they think that I'm promoting something false. Can you believe that? In other words, it's almost too good to be true. I don't know what they say about it, if it's too good to be true and all that stuff. I don't know if that saying's all too real, but whatever. But hey, I can only tell you this stuff works, okay? And it is real. So, but here, that's not the point of why I brought this up. So from the 23rd is when that started, the profit phase stopped, and the 23rd is exactly when the current market movement started to have an adverse reaction to the current market value, and that's exactly when the people in the markets started to believe. Remember, this is all crowd behavior, guys. And the bulls started running, all right? And they started to believe that possibly, because there were talks about the $1 trillion, the bailout money, right? The stimulus. So people started getting excited. In the markets. And we started to see a whole shift in the the MAS score. The whole shift in the short-term viewpoint, right? And the market, you heard Monday, Tuesday, turn on the TV. You can hear it yourself. Dow Jones and the Nasdaq and gained 9%. So much. They're doing great. Could this be the turnaround? And that's what you're going to hear. And that's exactly what's being reflected here. It's weird, though. It's like they are the reverse of what we got here. And that's pretty much what you're going to see. So this whole week right here, from the 23rd to 27th, is going to be red. Okay? Not that we're doing bad. That's not what that means. It just means that it's not aligned. Okay? There's a misalignment. Which, go get access to the network so you can get access to the Google Drive. Watch those videos so you can understand. Okay? And I have more public videos out. But I just want to show you this so you can see how it correlates. The stimulus thing now, if this thing stays red now, we got a new month coming. All right, 2 more days in this month, 30th and 31st, and then a new month coming. Now, if that red changes into green, then it means that the stimulus package was a no-go. But what would be the determining factor? I'm going to close this video off. I'll go to part 3. But what would be the determining factor to see if the stimulus package was a no-go? It would more than likely be the unemployment report that's going to come out. Okay. So I'm not concerned with the current market movement of this situation. I'm not concerned if the MAS score is red. I want to see what in the world is, how long does green now. If the MAS starts getting green, guys, for another who knows how many days, people are going to make money in our network. This will be the time for you to join if you're not a part of the network. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's just what it is. It's not a sales pitch. I'm telling you for real. If you really want to circumvent this whole situation financially, all right, temporarily to help you along the way, if that whole thing turns green, even if it's red, it was still making profit, guys. This week everything's red on the MAS score, but I'm going through these accounts, going to show you that it's all profit for these people. All right, so I'll be back with part 3. Hang in there. Okay? The $2 trillion, the stimulus package, will it help the economy? Will it? Because that money is really going to the people, not to the businesses. At least from my understanding, it's going to the people to help them purchase and buy and stimulate the economy. Kind of similar to the stimulus money that was sent out when Bush was in office. There was a stimulus thing sent out right before Obama came in. All right, to help stimulate the economy. That was when I really first got into the whole, really, for the Forex. That's why I remember that. I learned a very hard lesson that day. But anyhow, that is the critical key question. And I'll talk more about that. I'll keep talking. I think this video series might go on for quite some time. All right, quite a bit of videos. But yeah, this is part 2. I'll be on with part 3. Okay. See you on the next video. Happy trading. Happy investing.